Guys, I want to ask you a question before I walk into therapy, right? And it seems like it's a topical issue because, you know, the message is just not getting through. And I find that it's getting mixed in different people's agendas as opposed to finding the truth. So my question to you is, where do you feel unsafe and when? For example, there was that lady who has been trending. She was walking through a taxi rank wearing jeans and a crop top. People taking videos of her saying she deserved to be treated that way, sexually molested, basically, verbally and physically, because of what she was wearing. Some women even saying she's disrespecting the elders by dressing that way. So I was shocked by, you know, the fact that people think because she's disrespecting elders, she deserves to be sexually molested. Then it brought me to a video that was trending last week of Unathi, who was basically scolding us women who actually love John Vulligate. It doesn't matter whether we agree or not. We are supposed to disagree and we're allowed to disagree. But for Unathi to say, because some of us love the song John Vulligate and we dance to it, to the bums that God gave us, by the way, he then said in his sermon to his entire congregation, who's going to go home and say this to their families and friends, he said, you know, the way you do and you love that song, don't be shocked if you're victims of GBV violence. So I thought, okay, because I love John Vulligate and I actually danced to it. And I was dancing to it with my goddaughter this past weekend. Mfundisi, are you saying that I deserve to be raped? Or I shouldn't be shocked when someone makes that an excuse? Because then my question is, when a 3-year-old is raped, is it because of what she's wearing or what she's doing? When an 85-year-old is raped, is it because of what she's dressed in or what she's doing? So the reason I'm asking you, where do you not feel safe? And when do you not feel safe? I wouldn't feel safe in church if I heard that. Do you understand? I wouldn't feel safe walking the streets just because I'm wearing a jean and a crop top. A friend of mine, Izola, was shocked when we were talking about this. And I said to him, there are certain clothes I refuse to wear in South Africa. To give you an example, I went back home this weekend and I packed five bikinis. All of them were full panty. Up to here, yes, with lines on the side, but they were full panty and they covered me a lot. I couldn't take the G-string bikinis that I wear in other countries here on the African continent where men respect us more than our South African men do, because I know how our South African men are and they cannot handle us being naked, and they use that to abuse us, right? Izola, I woke up, I was wearing bum shorts. I went to go buy abantwana bami songo because they needed lunch for school. There was an entire bucky full of men. The first one whistled, the second one howled, and as the third one was about to say Mapabeza, I had to turn around and say Miss Sunyen to show them that I'm not to be played with. But why must I have to resort to that? Because I'm not don't know how to behave. And they make us the reasons why they must behave. So because I love John Vulligate, I deserve to be a victim? Because I love to wear and show my body as African culture allows us to, you're going to turn it to Western culture and say it's disrespectful. So because of that, I deserve to be a victim of GBV? So I go back to my question, ladies, and I'm going to read your comments throughout my show this afternoon on Kai FM 95.9. The question I ask you is, where do you not feel safe? When do you not feel safe? And why? Because they need to understand it. Whether they listen to us or not, let's just keep talking.